Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the
WAYPN.
Weekly WAYPN. It's the Weekly WAYPN. I'm Cal and Sunny. No, I'm Sunny, and you are?
I'm Connor.
Connor, my brother-in-law. But because Henry's had a big tummy ache.
Yes, big digestive distress.
And so he's not going to be able to join us for today's stream. So I dragged my brother here to do it with me. I forced him to do it. Yes. He's got some M&Ms and some snakes for us.
Some snackos.
And some snackos for us to maybe munch on. We probably won't do that because the mic will pick everything up.
Yeah.
But shall we get started?
Yes, let's look at some paint jobs.
Let's look at some paint job. And today we have Larry Hassenflew. And he says, so I was asked about the frost effect I think he meant to say creating a larger ice crystal effect than on sword on the casting figure. Here is an ice hag. Oh, you are right, bro. It is a high ice hag. Or whatever the figure was called. And the frost effect is quite a bit stronger there on the base. In retrospect, the frost on the sword looks better as it was. I just was expecting something like what's on the base below. Maybe the difference is from the surface it's on, i.e. a broad flat base rather than a thin rod. This figure is one I used for experimenting with basing effects and to a lesser degree to learn how contrast paints works. I like it, but I wasn't exactly aiming for high results. Lol. Yes. Okay.
I think it turned out really well.
Yeah. I think you got what you were looking for, basically a tabletop quality result. I wouldn't know what else I would improve about this piece, but let's take a look.
I'm sure that my brother, Henry, would have some detailed comments on the base, but I think the base serves very well, you know, frozen shore, a little bit of sandy mud.
I think you did a wonderful job here. Like, he's always talking about the three elements, and he's clearly got three elements here.
I really like the single tuff.
Yeah, the single tuff, like the frozen tundra type of environment.
Yeah, and if you scroll up just a little,
I think this is the shot for the base. Yeah,
the shot for the base.
I can go back.
Yeah.
To the previous shot. Yeah.
No, the side view is good.
Yeah.
I really like the brighter blue into. There's a very, very muted blue with the skin.
Oh, yep.
I really like that.
Like an ashy cold.
Yeah, kind of like White Walker skin from Game of Thrones.
I guess what I would have done differently, but if it were my model, I guess I might have gone for a slightly sort of indigo-ish darker color with a grayish blue, like a, what is that, Space Wolves blue? Instead,
Fenris blue?
I think that is, I wouldn't know. But I think that would have looked more natural with
it's
like
probably
fur.
Fenris grey, actually.
Fenris grey.
Yeah.
More natural for fur-like texture, but I get it. This is just a test model. You were experimenting contrast paints. It doesn't matter at the end of the day.
I think it looks fantastic.
I think it looks very nice for what you've tried to do.
Yes, I did know it was an ice hag, but only because I read your post. I would have called it personally an ice troll based on those giant fangs of his.
Well, I think the only other thing I might improve about this is maybe a slight dry brushing, but to bring out the texture a bit more. But other than that, I think Larry has done a wonderful job.
I'd have to agree.
All right, let us see who is next. It is Brendan Barron, and I believe he's new, and this is, I think, his first post on here. My dialogues. Okay. Just waiting in the texture paint on the base to dry so I can do some basing. Being one of my favorite and simultaneously least favorite models to paint. Definitely one of my favorite GW models aesthetically overall, though. Well, for something you weren't very keen on painting, I think he's done an excellent job on it.
I think that's based on the way that, because that's all freehand from what I can see.
Oh, yeah, I think it's freehand.
I would call that a showcase level model once it's all together.
I think I think he was trying to go for character level. I can understand why
I
you
may
say.
have lower standards than Cal, but I am a much more amateur painter than my brother. I simply paint to put things on the table normally.
Oh, it is. Henry's on the chat and he says we've got an echo at the moment. Do you still hear the echo, honey? Are you still on? I'm not sure, but we're not too sure how to fix that. I think that just happens and then it fixes itself some point later on. Like I clicked on our previous live stream earlier today and it also started out with an echo and I have no idea why that keeps happening. But yes. Are in bed. Yes. Okay. So what do you think, honey? Do you think this is showcase level? I think he's gone for character level. I think I can clearly tell that he has done or started out with a zenithal priming because I can see those very desaturated shadows coming through from on the underside of it with the paint that he's glazed over top. He could have very well done this manually with base paints, but it's just such a beautiful transition that he's gotten all those shadows and highlights in just the right place. That was the first thing that caught my eye, the way that he done the sashes.
I like the very light purple robes with or I should say the light purple I'm not quite sure what that part of the priestly garb is called.
We'll call it a shawl.
Let's call it shawl. I like the shawl's colour complementing the robe's colour there.
Yeah, well, maybe we shall come back to it because he's got a finished model later on.
Okay.
Okay, so let us move on to, yes, the sneak peek of a Joseph. More pics from the Big Kingdom Death project, along with the best inspirational pictures I could find. Okay, so Joseph is very well known for doing his Kingdom Death models and Aeon Trespass, which I like to think of as, well, it's not really budget Kingdom Death. I'll just say clone of Kingdom Death because it feels, aesthetically speaking, very similar to Kingdom Death. And I often confuse the two when he's doing them. So this is, let's see, she says, this is the novice, Echoes of Death 4. The camera is doing me wrong on those hammer teeth. But what do we think of this so far, bro?
Well, I think it's all coming together nicely. I like that I can tell, so I can pick apart all of the elements.
Yeah.
So that's the part that I like. But also, the thing that I get first drawn to, actually, and it's probably just because I like them, I actually first got drawn to its base.
Ah, yeah. Joseph is very good with his basing. Like, that's something that we always talk about, is his basing is always top notch. The only thing that I always appreciate with his work is how smooth he can get his skin work done.
Yeah, the skin looks very nice.
And
also how it's lighter towards the top of the head and darker towards the neck.
The neck here. And let's take a look at the art inspiration that he has used. So this is Boutte. Very big booty.
Well, that's a very classic Kingdom Death thing.
Yeah, very pin-up model.
Yeah.
But let's take a look. Okay, so this is how she originally looks, and we can see that it's just like a leotard type thing. She's not even wearing pants.
Well,
he's given her like kind of pants. Well, yes, it's in the sculpt.
Kind of got like Harlequin pants, but like just like the top of them, not the stocking section.
Is it the pumpkin pants that I'm always talking about?
I think it is the pumpkin pants that you're.
This is so weird that. Okay, never mind. I will have no comment. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's a detached pants. It's like a panty, and then it has an open thigh section that they were going for. Very odd.
Just very into thighs.
Very thigh chick. But yeah, so he's using this as the inspiration, and I think he's definitely got those colors very down pat. I think it does look a bit more vibrant on his piece. Yes,
I'd have to say your piece is putting it together quite nicely.
And I really love the scale mail highlighting.
Yeah,
oh wow.
That would honestly be pretty hard to do, I'd say.
Let's see. Oh, sorry. I was just trying to get... Oh, there's the other side of that. Yeah, the highlights is just perfect on this. But let us move on to the next one. I think he might have more on this one. Oh, is this a repeat? Yeah, it looks like a repeat. Okay, many repeats, but I will avoid that in case I accidentally deleted certain other things. But okay, so next we have Justin Taylor. Some whip photos of some goblin repairman. Goblin repairman! Oh my god! A salvage crew. I'm having lots of fun sneaking in little references on these guys. Oh, maybe he's talking about Bob the Builder.
Well, one of them very much does look like Bob the Builder.
Well,
the goblin on the right.
Let me see if I even have that post up, or if it's just a million Joseph Mallons. Apparently a million Joseph Mallons. So I'm gonna open this up. Okay, yay! Thank you, Facebook. You decide to cooperate with me today. Alright. Okay, so tell me, is it Bob the Builder?
Well, the one on the right looks far more Bob the Builder.
But Bob has a yellow classic safety helmet.
Yes, but these are goblins.
So they gotta be blue?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
They probably listen to classic jazz.
Classic jazz means blue. Oh yeah, I guess it's the blues. Oh, okay. Jazzy goblins. Jazza painted these because jazza.
Well, I do like his that a hammer in his teeth?
It's a wrench. Oh no, that's a wrench or a spanner, and that's, I think, a hammer in his teeth. But it's so incredibly smooth. I like how he's done the highlights and everything. It's very nice.
I like how all of the workman things look like workman things.
Yeah.
Like how the lighter parts of them kind of look a bit worn.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying there.
And I also like the bright red "Don't steal my toolbox." Let
us see what else he has in his toolbox. Ooh, this one's like a more khaki color skin tone. Let me just see what the chat. Oh, the chat! There is chat. WAYPN, thank you, Metro.
WAYPN with dinner.
WAYPN with dinner. Raven is James. Hello, peoples. I say hello. Ta-da! Okay, back to it. So, yes, what are we thinking, everyone who's on the chat? Because, I really love the shadowing done with this one. And he's got some pink in the ears.
Yes, I like the pink in the ears.
This one looks like the Bunnings drill, bro.
It does look like a classic Bunnings drill. Yeah.
You know, the other day we went to the toy store and they have, like, Bunnings
branded drills.
Two toys now for kids. It's hilarious. But let's see what else he's got. Oh, that's all he's got for us. Well done, Justin. This is very nice stuff. But I wonder if he's going to paint some more, because I feel like these elements need to be
his
out
little
a bit.
man bag there at
and
the front.
The goggles. But other than that, I think very well done. Okay, let us move on to... No, please don't tell me! Oh, shoot. I accidentally closed the WAYPN. It's okay. Everything's okay, everybody. Let me just duplicate Magicus and do it again. I hope, please, WAYPN gods, help me. I'm now scared to exit this view post. Okay. Okay, view post. This is the singular post. We want to be going back to WAYPN, everybody. Back to WAYPN. Now we have to scroll. Scroll. All the way to the bottom. Okay, technical issues, folks. It's my first time on the stream using the computer. I have never used a computer before today.
You should just blame me. Why don't you just blame your co-host?
I blame the tiny tabs. The tinier the tabs, it was all the tabs' fault.
All the tabs' fault.
The tabs. The tabs hate me.
The tabs made me do it.
The tabs made me do it. I will say, okay. I hope this doesn't happen again, because they are quite small. It's very easy to hit that X button. Henry's the professional, alright? He knows how to do this. He knows the ways of the computer.
He knows the way.
He know the way. Ah! I forget that that's something that the Ugandan knuckles, they do that. It is very, very low down below in the feed.
This is just like, this is like the old school Marvel.
Yeah. Hello. Control Shift T reopens a closed tab. How it was. I would love to follow your advice. It's just that this computer is very finicky, and I am truly afraid to do anything the technical and common sense way, because she has a tantrum sometimes just doing things the easy way. She wants me to do things the hard way. Henry will tell you all about it. Let us hope. I guess I could do the usual, but I'm just too scared. Okay,
Yeah,
good. Justin Taylor.
We're up to the sun.
It's Joseph once again. All finished. I also built a few deck boxes for Kingdom Death out of a box sleeve of theirs. I'm off to build a few monsters. The uncensored pantless wonder is to have the back if this gallery. I can censor him before the stream if you want.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
We will come to that.
I think you may need to.
I might have to reopen this one. Hey.
But not close it.
Yeah, don't close it. Just open it.
Mm.
You can only open doors in life, Sonny.
You're like oh.
And this is Helios, and he's a muscle pose. Very nice.
He's looking very Greek god.
I think that's what this game is based off of Greek gods and mythology, kind of.
Sol Invicta.
Yes, this is Helios model, as he said. Helios, the first player token from Aeon Trespass. A human might come up to his ankles, so only that. Wow, he's massive. And this is the water or the waves. He believes, at least. That's what, if I recall correctly. And this is his pedestal rock. I'm calling it a pedestal rock. I really like the sun, as talked about in the previous stream, because I think he got this as a airbrushed. It's very nicely done.
It is very nicely done.
Ooh, look at the booty.
I like how the inner part of it is very yellow and the outer part of it goes more towards orange.
Yeah, and I think to represent the sun in such a sort of symbolic style, you kind of have to go for a symbolic interpretation with that classic yellow Teletubbies bright sun. Because if you do the usual of like a maybe yellow to a white or just white, it just doesn't quite sell that.
No, it doesn't really.
The same way.
It's very hard to capture actual looking light.
Yeah, and
but the way that the hair's done up seems to capture the fact that there's even light coming from behind him.
Yeah, it's
which is very good.
And I think he's even. Oh, I see something.
He has very chiseled abs.
He has gone through the trouble of chiseling the abs, but unfortunately, I think it doesn't look as nice on the leg area, because that feels very obvious, like a bit of a dirty big line with the wash.
Maybe he just has very big thigh muscles.
Yes, and he needs it to be refined, and I understand that, but I think not a black wash. Maybe like a really dark brown that's like the kind of dark brown he has over here to just squeegee inside there. I think that might
make him look more like a comic book character with how the lines sometimes are very, very defined.
Yeah, because I feel that's how it feels at the moment. And nothing generally wrong with that. I just feel it looks a bit out of place with his usual style. But let's see if anyone said anything. Oh, looks like Henry agrees. Look at chat, Sunny. Okay, I look at it. Oh, more. Audio fixed. I returned to the throne for like the 7th time. I'm sorry, honey. He's not having a good time.
No. Digestive distress.
You got fiber, Jesus.
Ooh,
what's this? It's a banner for Kaylin from God Tier.
Oh.
Maybe it's some god. Kaylin god. Very nice.
Looks very kind of
tribalistic, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say, looks kind of like something that you'd see from True Detective.
Yeah, the Yellow King kind of thing.
Carcosa.
Carcosa's scary, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch True Detective ever again. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I don't want to. I wouldn't want to meet the Yellow King.
No, thank you. He was an ugly man.
No,
truly ugly man. But they made him to look ugly. That's kind of the point. But very good, nice.
Very smooth wood. Very good.
I like the dry brushing effects. I really love the little leaves that it feels like a token, like you know how you place it ritualistically around
it looks like there's been reverence even in just like the way they've kept nature around it.
Yeah. It's just beautiful. Oh! Kaylin, the Fury of the Forest for God tier. Oh, I love what he's done with the golds. I will need to get Henry's opinion on this if he is available to give opinion. Because he's usually giving the more harsh critique with Joseph on the gold, the way he does his medals. I don't necessarily feel like this is looking flat at all because of the way this part here seems to have a bit of depth with the way the gold is done. But I also can't quite tell if he has gone in with a brighter gold to try and highlight certain areas. It's a bit hard to tell.
Maybe he started as a brass and highlighted to gold.
Yeah, but whatever it is, I do enjoy the overall color scheme. Oh, hey. I now realize what this is. This is the Centaur models that he's been doing. Oh, look at that. Oh, look how smooth that. This is brushstroke level, man. The smoothness on this cloth here. You've done a very good job, Joseph. Let's see if Joseph's on the chat. Joseph? He's not here. Henry says, looks good. Have to be able to look closer. Right, okay. Maybe I can try to make it closer. Close. Ta-da!
That's about as close as we can get.
I know he usually he will open this in a separate tab, and I just don't want to risk anything. So I'm doing it the safe way, okay? Don't blame me, I am a woman.
Not Woolworth safe way, though.
Okay. Anyhow, I just love how the colors feel very natural and cohesive. Like, I compared it to Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Because it feels very Lord of the Rings with the type of foresty
could turn up with the hobbits to save the day at the last minute,
Extremely natural and cohesive. It's very nice. And what I enjoy the most about this artwork is how he has all that hair. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. Horse tushy.
She would definitely have to
very nice.
Use a lot of conditioner on that hair.
Probably. But that's just how we make things look in the... Oh, it's so nice. I could look at it all day. Kind of looks like ramen noodles. It's making me delicious. That's a good sign.
Making you delicious.
Making me delicious. But yes, it's so incredibly smooth. Well done. I just... Oh, there's more. Look, brother.
Yes.
The leaves on the butt.
And has friends.
Oh, unfortunately, Gandalf over here, a bit sangit, the eye.
Yeah, a bit sangit with the eyes.
Not too bad, but a bit sangit.
But I think that also might be kind of the way that centaur people might be if they're
because horses look like that with the eyes.
Yeah, horses' eyes are incredibly big even for the size of the animal.
I don't think it would be good for
it wouldn't
human to be looking this way.
I think
they would be looking like.
I think those humans would be inebriated on some illegal substance to have eyes that big.
Yes, you're correct, brother. You are correct. Thank you for using the English words in such an advanced way that we will not be caught by the YouTube algorithm. So now we will continue to see if there are any more. Wow. Oh, I like what you've done here, Joseph.
Oh, zoom in on the glorious zebra butt.
Where's the butt? Oh, there it is. There's the butt. But it's more the tummy, the way that the tummy
very smooth tummy.
It's just the way that he's brought depth. But I spent a lot of time on this, so let's see if there's anything else we can talk about with... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. All right. could be too soon. Yes, he did warn us about the pantsless man, but he's not listening to Helios as far as I heard from Joseph. He really needs to listen to Helios, and very nice, lovely, smooth. That feels a little too much a bit. Like it could use just a little bit of flattening out on the sides, but yeah. Other than that, I think we've... Oh, look, these are the cards. Very nice box cards. But, yeah, it looks like we've...
Not that one.
Oh.
The current tab only.
Current tab. Okay, what am I doing? Where am I going?
Closing the current tab.
Oh, closing the current tab. Okay.
That's right. Now we scroll up.
Close one. Okay, now we have Joe Assett now. I would like to inform everyone that Joe has many work in progresses of this war cry, so we will look at this very briefly and take a look at how he's done the conversions, because he's always very good with the conversions. Very nice.
Very long, gangly kind of arms. Well, actually, they're quite thick still.
But very long, like long, unusually long
they've
limbs.
got kind of weird portions.
But I really like what he's done with the coloration here.
It's very good.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think I saw some very sneak peek of how he goes about this in the next post. So
perhaps we should move on then.
Let us move on to it's Cyan. What Cyan say?
Williams.
Finally starting on my Clan Wolf Beta Leagues of Votan. Decided to throw a Battletech element into this alongside an army. I want to play this edition. Had a tester game on Saturday, 20 April, and as much as I lost, I had fun. Making my army from scrounged units. The idea for this army is tan upper, grey lower, sand basing. And I will say, looking at the finished product, which we will be taking a look at later on, it came out very well. A bit difficult to see at this, but that came out quite nicely, I think.
It's looking quite nice together, but we can't quite get the proportions at this size.
Yeah, I think we will move on to when he does the
close-ups.
The close-ups.
Yeah.
When he does that, we'll take a nice proper look at him. All right, let me just double check the chat. All chat say things to me. What they say. That fury of the forest is divine. By the way, chat delay is about 2 minutes. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Looks good. Be able look closer. Good contrast. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, he has very good contrast with the safe way. It contrasts is so amazing. Yes, thank you everyone for that. I do agree with everyone on that comment as well. So we will... look, 'tis the Maw war cry. Should I do the voice? Let's see how long it is first.
I think it might be a bit too long for a voice.
I will just start maybe first 2 paragraphs just for the people.
All right, if you wish to.
Good day, all. So, wild base... Oh, no. I did not mean to do that. Alright. Anyway, so wild base coating. I was using a grey over the white, and it spattered out. I really liked the effect and wanted to have it as part of the finished model. So I carried on with the first model last night, and I have today free, and maybe some of tomorrow after I've done some cleaning. Yes, as distinguished gentlemen will clean. So let us take a look at this, what he's done, and we will infer. Oh, maybe this is the next post. No, don't do funny things, Sonny. Okay, there we go. Ooh, there's the splatter effect.
Yes, he's very splatter white.
Let us see. I think this will create like a freckled skin effect.
It's advanced Xenothol.
Advanced Xenothol splatter technique.
There probably is an art term for it.
I wouldn't know. I'm just trying to make it sound DBZ.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. No one said anything currently. So, all right. Let us move to the next.
He's
Wow.
I think he's well, whoever's missing that bone's seen better days.
You know how this looks with the black hands and feet? It almost looks like extreme degrees of frostbite.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm not sure if these creatures are creatures of the snow or anything like that. But with the coloration, I could assume that they are a bit like snow people.
Or either that, or maybe that's their natural skin color, but they've kind of chalked up over themselves, over the rest of themselves.
Just really love the blood effects. Let us take a look at the next few pictures. Oh yes, yellow tabard. Very interesting. What is this, brother? What is this type of weapon?
I think it's a hammer, or more a mallet, but I think it's kind of like a sledgehammer. But,
yeah, it's like a rock.
But in his hands, it's just a hammer because he is ever so big.
Oh, I see what he's done here. He's given him like a sort of sickly purplish skin tone. It's very nicely done. Extremely smooth control. And it almost looks like it's... I'm not sure if I can call it decay, but it's definitely not looking...
He looks kind of gaunt. Like, even though he's muscly, like maybe this is not him in a tip-top peak athlete condition, or this is actually him.
This is what peak physique looks like.
Maybe this is him on his water fast, so he's got so he's just a little bit tighter in the skin.
I see. Well, what I like the most is the contrast that he's brought out each element. Each element is clearly visible. You can tell what's going on in this piece, which is the best part of it all. Let us see if there's anything else further. Oh, look, he's done a bit more with the splatter effect here. And I think he's used like a dark teal to do the splattering. Very, very interesting choice. That's all I can say. Oh, wow. Look at that.
His spine is very defined there.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing with the style that he's going for.
No, but I don't think that's very good posture that he's got.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't really know what gaunt means, but I think it's like
kind of sunken in skin.
Yeah. So I guess that really showcases that with
an
that
emaciated person looks gaunt.
Yeah. Then I thought that would be that kind of shows that concept very nicely. Oh no, this picture's a bit too overexposed. I like the previous ones just because you can really see what you're going for.
I like that one because I can see the base very well, though.
Oh yeah, it's got a nice rock.
I more meant the next one because like the rest of it is overexposed, but you can see the base perfectly fine.
Yeah, right. Very nice basing indeed. Excellent choice of rock, and you've got your 3 elements going on there. Very nicely done. So shall we move on to the next guy?
We shall.
Okay. It is Gareth Higgins. Henry gave us homework assignment. Oh, I see.
The answer is elves. Lots of elves.
I see. Teacher Henry.
Is this classic Warhammer?
Oh, well, let's take a look.
They look very blocky. Very blocky.
Very blocky characters.
Yeah.
Do you see it? Maybe it's fantasy.
Yes, I think it's classic Warhammer fantasy because they're still in the squares.
Well, I can see that you're working on them. I hope to see more.
A whip. A working
whip. I almost clicked the wrong one again. Okay.
Yes.
Close.
Do
not do the wrong thing, Sunny girl. Okay.
Salamander Captain, eh?
Yay! It's Forge Cthulhu, and he says, "Here is my test piece for my salamanders. I'm just an average painter, but this is the look I'm going for on the Terminators. I meant to wash the green before doing the rest and didn't want to mess up what I started. Note to self, green, then wash, then details. All Terminators should have helmets. Never know when a good headbutt may come in handy. And up next is his command squad. All right. I do think this post we saw last week, because I remember this caption quite clearly, but let's see if there's anything new with this one. All right. I want to see video.
Oh.
We will pray to the WAYPN gods. Please play video without problem. Okay. Wow.
It even spins.
I think he did something like metallic sheen with the blue sword for that one. Well, I'll let you tell you something, Forge. Your camera definitely cooperates more with the focusing than my one does.
Especially considering there's an LED monitor in the background.
Yeah. Well, it's looking good.
I think, looking very good there.
Let's take a look closer, shall we? Let's see. Look. Oh, yeah, so he's done a metal, and then he's done a glaze of blue over top, I think.
A power weapon of some description,
I
perhaps?
believe so. What do you think on what he's done so far, like colors, techniques?
I very much like the brass or gold. I can never really tell the difference between the two, to be honest. But I like that. I like the tiny bit of red underneath the skull.
Yes, that is quite interesting. I've not seen something like that before.
And the purity seals,
yeah,
looking very nice.
Very good. All right, let us see the next picture. Oh, a bit close. Oh, yeah. I think the only thing that I am sort of waiting on is the wash that he said, because I'm not sure I'm seeing that sort of shadows picked up with the wash on the green parts just yet. So maybe he's yet to do that step. What do you guys think? Is my eyes just betraying me? Yeah, Forge. That's what Henry said.
I may be dying, but I'm proud of you.
Hooray!
Oh, brother.
Yes. I also, what else have I done? I was thinking of something. Yes. I think the green could use a little bit more highlighting of edge highlighting or something like that. But other than that, I think this is very interesting what you've done on the gun here. I'm not sure if that was overspill or if it was done
I'm not sure
intentionally.
If the gun is finished there.
You think so? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Because it could look like a bit of like the chipped paint coat from the weapon or something.
Well, the salamanders do tend to like setting things on fire, so the weapon might be a bit warped from its own heat.
Ooh, that's a good point you bring up.
They like things nice and charred. Do not bring salamander to barbecue unless you want very
hot meat.
Very burnt meat.
All right, let us see the next person. Oh, sneak peek. It is Cyan.
Now with power fist.
Yes, golden decals, ginger beard, bronze wolf heads, light badly affects rear image, and for my first time being happy with it, good looking flash.
Well, I was hoping you might have done it in the Johnny Bravo way with the ho-hee. Power fist.
But yes, when I saw this for the first time, like when I was scrolling through, I thought, wow, Cyan has come a long way and has improved so much with how his color choice in general with this. It feels very close to how they would have done with the GW box art, I think. Very cohesive color scheme. Everything's muted, but everything's also contrasts against each other very nicely. And what do you think?
I have to remember that this is a audio-only show because I was nodding along the whole time someone was speaking. I very much like that, so the more human elements with it, so the beard and the dark skin, I like how that comes together. But the more fantastical elements of it, the armor and the gun and all that, they do seem to pop. Then I'm not saying that they pop as in they are colourful, but they look the way that I think they should look. It's very... It's a very.
It's very.
I'm not just saying realistic, but it's a well done paint job is what I'm trying to say. Very, very badly. Like I like the edging on you see in between the two pieces of metal at the center there. Like
you mean this one?
Yeah, just the lighter edging there.
The nice sort of. So you're saying that he's sort of brought up the textures.
Oh yeah, he's brought up the
textures
textures amazingly.
nicely. Yeah.
And the shadows are done well enough so that like it's easy for me to pick each individual element of it.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Which is why it's a very well done model.
Yeah, the thing that draws my attention is just this sort of whole upper section here. Like you've got that nice, beautiful...
Yeah, kind of Nordic text up the top.
Nordic text that's sort of in that pale gold or silver maybe? Yeah, silver.
Silvery gold.
And it just pops, and you've got nice contrast with these darker wolf elements here. And the skin, yes, it's really well done because you can see all the little knobbly bits on his face. Very well done. Let's see if there's any further pictures.
Ooh,
oh, look at that.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, so I think whatever a wash that he's done in there really helps it pop. These silver elements just really come at you.
Well, I would not like to paint this model with the level of detail it's got, but you have done very well. I even like the magazine, the drum that it's got there for it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got his Space Marine backpack. It's looking pretty nice.
Oh, but he's a Votan.
I know, but it's a very Space Marine looking backpack.
I guess
it's a bit bulkier than theirs actually.
It is, yeah.
Their one's a lot more streamlined.
He's got a lot more things on his on his backpack in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe he's packed his lunch in there too.
Oh, but I do feel like these little knobbly bits, just because he's gone this far with it, I feel like he could have done something with that.
They could be painted up like a kind of bright blue up the top.
Yeah, like a light source of some kind to show that it's like a power fist.
Yeah, like he's about to discharge some lightning.
Ooh, lightning power fist. Let us see if chat has said anything. Ooh, it's not a wash. It's a soft shade. Ah, I see. Thank you, Cian. It is very well done. And yes, Henry says he's very proud of Cian as well. Very proud.
I'd clap, but the microphone would pick it up as an assault on your ears.
We can. Yes, it would be. We could just clap on the table. Clap on the table. There we go. All right, closing the correct tab.
How dare you?
Yes. It's Iron Fist. No, sorry, Iron Warrior. Iron Warrior Tyrannid.
Well, Alex, I like your color scheme for your nids.
Yeah, I think this was something Alex was telling us about a long time back when he was doing the not Dark Angels. He was doing the Terminators, I think they might have been Dark Angels, Terminators, the Death Guard, the bone people.
Deathwing?
Deathwing, yeah. They're the bone-colored ones, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, Deathwing. And he mentioned he wanted to do a black and yellow themed Tyranids, and this seems to be that. And I think it's come up really good. Yeah,
and
he's the new traffic police.
Yeah, I like that only the armor is black and yellow, whereas all of the rest of him kind of has I won't call it a sickly color, but a
more natural, organic,
yeah,
quote unquote organic, because it's like alien type color.
Yeah. And also, like, if you've got armor, you maybe want things to look at the armor more than at your soft underbelly parts as well.
Yeah, I can see the reasoning with that. Yeah. I feel like I'm not too sure about this blue. Something about it makes it feel a bit like too unnatural, I think. I can't quite put my finger on it, but...
Well, maybe that's more to represent the alien insides of this thing.
Yeah, it just feels more like it's the way that the colour is positioned. It
You're
feels like
it's
a helmet.
Right next to the yellow as well.
Yeah.
Blue right into the yellow is not as
I feel like
nice
if
as
it
the
was
red.
a purple,
Yeah, purple.
because purple is a complementary color to yellow, and it will contrast it in a way that's not as jarring, I think. And it will still sort of fit into, because this yellow and black is extremely high contrast and also not very natural against this sort of ashier skin tone that he's got, right? So I feel like if he was going to go with something very sort of non-organic, yes, there are critters out there with black and yellow coloring like this, but I'm just saying because it's paired with something so muted like this, I think maybe a more sort of purplish tinge and a nice sort of nice opaque purple around here would be nice complement to it. And the purple will look very nicely with the red without it taking too much attention away from it. And I think that would make it feel a bit more cohesive. But other than that, I think it's very nicely done for a little test color scheme thing.
The Termagant looks very nice, my man. Maybe it's a Hormigant. I always get Termagants and Hormigants mixed up.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he could do a little bit of separation between the gun and the skin, though. Like, I feel like it just blends in a bit too much together. But let's see. Anybody say things? Those nids are very well done. The pale blue flesh makes them very, very daunting. Yes. Yeah. I would say, like, the black and yellow bit does give me the intimidation more than the flesh part. But I think that's good for them. Like, you know, oh, coming at you. Poisonous and don't touch me sort of thing.
Sneak peek.
Sneak peek. Who's next? Wrong fella. It is Mortis Logan. Hello, my man, and he's posted a video about a hopeless amount of spiders. I hate that it keeps bringing up that profile thing.
Perhaps we should encourage others to check this out, but
yes.
only after the WAYPN.
Only after WAYPN. WAYPN come first.
WAYPN comes first in our hearts.
Yeah.
And James.
James, everybody. James, if you're still on, we're about to talk about your one. So, in honor of the Deadpool and Wolverine movie trailer dropping today, I am posting my zombie Deadpool current working in progress. Wolverine has nothing on this censored word. Still have lots to do, be it felt like a good day to show him off. Though close to fixing up the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. special troops that got reviewed last week with the needed cobblestone base.
Well, let's take a look at the zombie Deadpool.
He's looking nice.
Oh, yeah, he's looking very ghoulish.
Is that money?
I think that's either money or some very, very yellow-looking cobblestone.
That looks green, brother.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yes.
But I very much like his costume. He is very much looking as Deadpool looks.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if the teeth should be... Maybe I can't.
Yellowy white?
Yeah, so it just looks a bit too close to the skin.
Yeah.
Maybe just a sepia wash over that, just to bring out the little texture.
Or maybe
there.
some red for the gums. Break it up.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that might be a Reichland flesh shade.
Ooh, Reichland flesh shade.
I believe that's the thing, because I feel like he's not fully skeleton yet. He's still a person, just with flesh.
You're saying he's holding it together?
Yeah, so he's
recently zombified.
Yeah, like he's not like I said, he's not a skeleton. Like this
he's
got
a ghoul.
Head. Yeah, so he needs a bit more fleshiness, I think. So that will be the only thing I would add to this, because I know that you're going for tabletop. But I wonder if this you intended for them to be white, or if they are meant to be a different color, because it does look a little bit incomplete there.
It is still a work in progress.
No, he mentioned that he's finished them up, I think. Yeah. So let's see more pictures.
Yeah, from the back. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think he might need to paint these bits a bit. Let's see if he's on and if he said anything. Yes, so you can skip this, Deadpool. I posted an update short time ago. Okay, good.
Okay.
She doesn't listen to me. What hope do you have? I just listened. Look what I steal. Defaming me on the internet.
Well, if it's on the internet, it's forever.
Fine. We will skip you, Jams, for the time being.
We will return to this later.
Alright, on shall we go?
Ooh,
It's a
Joe.
Joe R. Sutton adventure. Is it long or short?
Good day, all.
Oh, you do the voice, brother.
So I had some more on the Warcry warband. Loads still to do, but getting there. Maybe finish come the weekend.
Oh, weekend war cry.
The weekend warrior, so
Okay.
to speak.
I think we do see him post more on this later, but we'll just take a quick looky-loo just to see what he's done.
Why are we looking at Lou?
I do not know, but
Oh, he looks kind of predatorish.
yes, so he's put that sort of purplish flesh into the mouth area. It almost feels diseased, you know? Very
Yes.
interesting.
Well, the one on the left does look like he's crying out in lack of toilet paper or something like
Yes,
that.
I went to the toilet and there was no paper. Yes, I feel the pain. Which is why in our household we make sure never to run out of toilet paper.
They are all doing the nice war scream though. Although compared to his brothers there, he is very underarmed in comparison. Perhaps he's their leader.
This one,
Yeah, the one left.
I feel like it's a lady.
Hey,
Maybe.
maybe.
Let's see if this. Oh look,
no,
this is the
here's-
finished
here's-
guy
Here is
in comparison.
Yes, in comparison.
See, he's
yeah.
done that bloody mouth look.
And they all have the black hands as well.
Yeah, very interesting.
I very much do like the black
Oh,
hands.
Look, it's even coming up.
Well,
It's just nice to watch the pictures.
Yeah. I very much like a documented work in progress.
Yes, that's why we
It's-
love the Joe R. Sutton, because we call him the story time man.
the man of a million photos.
He has such a cohesive story
Yes.
with his whip.
Oh, what is this? My
what
best Warhammer experience.
Yes, we talked about this. I think it was last week. It's just that when I'm doing video editing and I try to make videos in advance, I lose track of which video dropped when, because I'm a week in advance. But what do you think of this video, brother?
I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah. Did
Yes.
it fill you with passion?
It did actually fill me with passion.
Then why I see no painted models?
Well, because I'm a very busy boy.
Oh, he's a busy man. Too busy for models. Oh.
I just appreciate other people's.
Oh, I see. Let's see. She doesn't listen to me. What hope do you have?
Yes.
That's the last thing said.
Same message.
Same message still.
Same message in the bottle.
Yes. All right.
Ooh,
Robert Mayer. Slap chopped boss. Sneak rot. The sneakiest orc.
Well,
if he's sneaky,
why isn't he
he's
purple?
Yeah.
Well, perhaps he has a potion to turn him purple.
No, this is incorrect. No purple. Ignore. No, I'm
No.
kidding. All right.
I like the smoke screen that he's got though.
Does he have a smoke? Oh, okay. I
he's
see.
dropped a canister.
Well, let us take a closer look, brother. This is not that post. Okay, very
Yes.
good. Very good. We are up to par. So let us look at this. Oh, so I think he's done a Zenithal Prime underneath, and he's gone over with the contrast, but it works so nicely.
Yeah.
Excellent. And everything is picked out very nicely. Just the only comment would be this blade.
He's
needs
looking very flat.
flat. Yeah, it needs a bit more. I think
Needs a little love.
metal, more metal.
A little bit of blood for the blood god on there.
Perhaps if you'd like some of that, and nice smoke bomb, as said. I feel like it could use a bit of gradation with a white, soft, dry brush with a makeup brush, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, I like
Look at
his
the backpack.
That is some D&D adventurer backpack level of backpack.
Very a full
He's got his rope.
grenades.
He's got his grenades, grappling hook. Maybe even got a sleeping roll in there. Looking very nice.
Yeah, sleeping roll maybe, and more. I think he's just decked in weapons because orcs are just a million weapons in general.
Yeah.
Yep, I think.
Can't make out much more there.
Yeah, so I feel like everything's done nicely, except for maybe requiring a bit more basing.
Yeah.
Because we can't really tell where he is located currently.
Perhaps he's in a desert.
We do not know.
No. We do not know if he is singing Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights.
Like Arabian Days.
Yes, so I think the only thing to improve here is the sword. But other than that, it's you've met your goal. I believe if it's for tabletop, you've definitely done it. Just maybe a bit more on the basing, pick an environment that you'd like to tell the story at and represent it.
Drop the sneaky boy into whatever environment you would like.
Yeah, where's he sneaking? Who's he sneaking up on? We don't know.
Why isn't he purple?
Why is that's gonna be on you talked about for ages. Oh, let's see. There's more things. Life is like a soup. You're so busy, you can get washed away.
Oh,
you need to. He's trying to tell you need to use more washes in your models, bro. That way you have more time.
Yes, that's true.
Use wash more time. Very good.
Use airbrush. Only swear at it for 3 out of 9 hours.
It's true. Oh, and we've got Brian. So we'll just read the post to see about it, but we won't spend too much time because there's not much to progress on it yet. So, hey guys, I really need some help. I have been trying to use this model as a test piece for airbrushing. I've undercoated it with GW Black Undercoat and have been trying to test thinning paint for the airbrush. Been trying Vallejo Black and GW Abaddon Black with Vallejo Airbrush Thinner, but every single time I have tried to spray it just clogs or it spurts out after I pull back on the trigger and release. I have tried lowering the PSI or increasing the PSI to 20 to 30 to 35. Every time it just clogs. I even thinned both blacks down so much it was basically a wash. After 4 tries today, I gave up.
Sounds like the airbrush just needs some cleaning.
Yeah, might need
Sometimes it needs a proper deep clean.
Yeah, so...
Alright, I don't think there's much more that we can say there.
Alright, let's move on to Cien. Is it Whip Wetness Day already?
Yes.
No, it's actually WAYPN Friday.
WAYPN Friday.
It's WAYPN Friday. It's too late.
WAYPN Tuesday. WAYPN Wednesday.
Keeping in line with my Clan Wolf work for my Vote 10, how do I say that? Idaho? Is that
Idaho?
I guess.
Idaho?
I'd show some of the early stage to the models and the first 9 paints used. Because this faction is more tan than grey, we always base coat in Xandri Dust. Once that's done, the next part to avoid major errors is the overalls in Mornfang Brown. After that, I can finally take the lower armor parts in Mechanica Standard Grey. Once all this is dry, it's time for the softer shade, soft shade, which I was taught you treat like a felt tip pen. Don't overdo it. This is done with Rattling Grime 2 parts to contrast, medium 3 parts, which you can see on the Her champion at the end. The call is for reference when doing this faction. Wait for the big models. Well, the rest can be explained another day. Don't want to wear the WAYPN team out with fluff. Oh, I see. Well,
I very much like that you've included all of the paints you've used in case someone wishes to replicate this in the future.
And that's why we encourage everyone to post their whips, right? So that we can learn from each other's processes.
And also, sometimes people have an edge in certain areas. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. But before we share and care, let us learn and listen And no one said anything in chat just yet, so that's...
We must remember the soup of life.
The soup of life brings us... What?
So his colour
These
scheme
are the colour
there.
scheme. Very nice. Well, you're definitely going in the right direction, Cian, and this looks very... You're going good. Okay, let us
doing well.
Move. Oh, what was that I saw? Oh, what was that? It's Henry.
Henry's Whip Wednesday.
Whip Wednesday. I was so freaking close with these guys, so I wanted to get these guys ready for Whip Wednesday, but we have people coming over, and they are going to arrive in an hour. And I thought, okay, what is the mantra of this place? And are you likely to make mistakes if you rush these? So here are these guys. Almost completely finished. And we will take a look at the finished product.
Perhaps we'll review once they are all done.
Yes. And I'll just close this post for the time being.
Ooh,
there was a sneaky... before sneaky, what does Joseph
Help wanted. Will you mow my lawn?
Yes. Connor is up for hire. He will mow your lawn. For $1,000.
Oh. It depends on where the lawn is. If the plane ticket out there is more than $1,000, I'm gonna jack that price up.
Okay. Number 1. What's your preferred gap filling method? Green stuff ain't great, but is what I use plugging large gaps. Otherwise, I have a dropper bottle of Vallejo plastic putty. Squeeze it in a narrow gap. Grab a tissue and push it in and wipe away the excess. Use an old wet brush to smooth out the edges. Not the best. Can need a second pass and can result in getting putty in detail you don't want it. Will plastic cement applied over into a gap do anything? I'm new to the stuff. Not a spare pot to make sprue goo yet. 2. I want to paint an albino-like monster. Rose pink in the crevices of white over the body to near white at the peaks. I have a rose pink but no pinkish off-white. Would you make one by mixing the pink with white, ivory, or another off-white shade? I'm afraid that mixing in a colored white might shift the base tone a little. Well, let's see what the people say. Morton says, I put some spare sprue pieces in a used bottle of Tamiya extra thin and make excellent sprue. Yeah, I was gonna say sprue goo is... I'm sorry, I do not mean to hover over people's faces and make the thing show. It's lagging. Anyway, yes, I also like the goo. It's great for filling gaps as well.
Sprue goo is very nice. But for the pinkish color, maybe he could just whittle down a red with some white until he gets about the color he's looking for.
I think that's what he's saying, but he wants to do it with an off-white, I think, so that it feels a bit more natural.
That makes sense. Throw in some grey into it.
I apologize. I think I should not open comments because...
Yes, perhaps we should.
They seem to lag like crazy.
Perhaps we should continue onwards.
And unlike Henry, I listen to myself and do the safety things. Ooh! Chester J. Atienza. And he has done a Whip Wednesday. I managed to finish the coats and boots. Oh, before I go further, let us take a look if chat has said anything. Oh, yeah. Henry says, try Mr. Hobby dissolving putty. And
yes, good advice.
He has that, yeah. Alright, moving on. I managed to finish the coats and boots, a layer of brown for the black armor so far. As for the base, planning to paint mountain or beachside theme. I'm still reluctant to freehand the banner though. Let us see if there is more pictures.
No. Ooh, they're looking very creaky.
So that's the banner over there.
Yes, so still a Whip Wednesday. I like that we've got them on some muddy gravel.
Oh, yeah, very theme appropriate.
Yes, very World War II soldiery, except, high, well, not high fantasy, but high space fantasy. Yes, these people would charge bravely to their deaths, and they've got enough colour on them that the enemy would certainly be paying attention to them.
This is true. I do feel like, that's more... how we say, logic of the game. I feel this blue might be too bright for the field.
Yes, but if we were always doing up every model as camouflaged, it would be very, very boring.
Yeah.
Then we'd just become historical painters instead.
Yeah. I think I would have preferred a more sort of denim blue for this, but it's not.
Maybe. I like the
But
blue.
it's your choice. That's more a taste rather than a actual commentary. But you're doing nicely. I think it's a good whip. We shall see more in the future.
Yes, correct.
Let us move along to
James.
I hope James is still on the chat. Sorry, I'll move away from that. Give me one moment. Yes, okay. Made the changes based on last week's suggestion. I had some trouble getting cobblestone look that I liked the look of, so I changed it up to be more bloody, slimy warfare bases. I was at experimenting with the slime effect. Not the best looking, but I like how it looked with the blood. Would not want you to step in it. Okay.
Well, let's take a look and see if we can get some closer images.
I'll see if there's a
less blurry image.
No, one that's oriented correctly. Looks like they... Okay, since the tabs are smaller now, I will open one picture.
Don't do
Oh,
it.
you got to flip this. Plus 90.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right. Plus
180
180.
plus.
Oh, okay.
We got there eventually.
Actually, so here we are. What do you think, bro? So these are the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, yep. Okay, I know exactly what these guys are then. All right, they're kind of jetpacking in, or so it seems.
But I think we also discussed in the previous session that they could be black or something.
Yeah, but I think if they're black, they look more like bad guys.
Maybe.
Because, like, you know, they're coming in there more like an archer-looking guy. Whereas if they're grey, you know, secret agent type of, or FBI-looking people. But yes, they're very much, the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are very much, they're part of a super world, right?
Yeah.
Because these guys, they're not wearing suits, they're wearing super suits.
Well, let's see if this will do the rotate and minus 90.
Yes.
Ah, okay, good. Yeah, I feel that the basing looks nice. Well, let's see if anyone said anything. Henry's always saying something.
No.
Nope, he's not.
I think, unfortunately, with how they currently are, I think I'd really need to see an individual photo of them because they're kind of blending together for me.
Let's see if there is another individual.
I don't think there is. There's just photos of the group.
So I think this is what he's trying to go for with their slime ground thing. Yeah. It's just a little bit difficult for me to tell.
Because it looks like grey on white to me at the moment, which is kind of hard to look into.
Aside from the model, but like I think he's made changes with the base, and he's tried to go for a more gory base, like the blood. I think because it looks more purplish red, it doesn't quite give off the feeling of blood.
I'm not sure that's what it is. Like I said, that's why I'd like to see an individual.
Yeah.
So shall we move on?
Sure. Okay, it's a Throwback Thursday post from Henry, and these were the conversions that we did for Stargrave, and I'm painting them up right now.
Along with your skunks.
Yes, with my skink doggos, and I haven't really gotten that far in terms of progress. I finished the runner chick, and I think I'm kind of finished with Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, the veteran 2IC.
Oof.
But these are very nice. Ooh, I like this little girl one here. She's so short.
Oof.
Yay, Robos. Very nice. Okay,
It is very nice.
on to the next one.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Brandon with his finished
His
lady.
complete
Dialogus. So that's what she's called, a dialogus.
Well, let's take a look now that we've got all of the elements. Ooh, I'm liking the eyes. I'm liking the face.
Love the bronze of the staff.
and the light coming off it at the top is very nice.
And apparently with the base, he really tried hard to make it look like she was wading through the rubble.
Yeah, well, yeah, and there's kind of snowy elements there too, which is why it's nice to see the fire still burning with her little pedestal as well.
Oh, look. Is that a backpack? No, it's not a backpack, right?
That's like a little, I guess, lectern thing that she takes around with her
Oh.
so that she can lecture the sinners.
Oh, I see.
Heinous sinners! I denounce thee in the Emperor's light.
I see. Very moving. Especially with the facial expression. It's very...
Yes.
It feels exactly like what you were saying earlier.
Full of righteous fury.
It's very nicely done. I just really enjoy this model. And Henry has made a comment, like he said that he wasn't sure what he would improve with this piece.
I don't know what I would prove.
At this.
Yes, I think we could find a nit to pick, but it would take some time to find a nit to pick.
I think this is an excellent done job overall.
A very nice model.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's too good to say anything else.
Too good.
All right. Next, we will move on to another Joe R. Thutton adventure.
I believe this is more pictures of his ogres.
Good day, beautiful people.
That's very nice of you.
I'm close to finishing these guys. First picture you might have seen. The third picture, I think painting is done. Now for varnishing the Uhu or UHU and BFTBG. All right, brother. We have to do the joke. What does Uhu mean?
What?
Yes, what does this mean? What does AUHU mean? You gotta make something up.
Under human authority?
That's a A. This is a U.
Under human uniformity.
Under human underwear.
Under human.
And BFTBG?
Big fishing trout bogus guns.
Big fishing trout bogus guns. As our matte hard coat so need to put their shine back. Okay. Let us see.
Ooh. Let's take a look.
Just enjoy picture time.
Yes.
Ooh. I just love how the colors are so cohesive. Like it's got the reds and the purples and the yellows all coming in together. It's just so yummy. Gory, but yummy.
Very gory.
Love the blood effects coming through there.
Yes, I do not think I would invite these people to dinner.
No, you would not invite these folks to dinner.
I think they're looking very good.
Yeah, they're looking exactly like the first guy that you had done up. So you're going in the right direction. Uniformity achieved and very good contrast. Oh, I haven't checked chat in a while. Okay, I am cold, but feeling better. Very good. And James said, we'll look at posting pictures of just one of them at some point. Okay, thanks, James. All right. Let us move on.
Scroll over upwards.
Ooh, more Joe R. Thutton.
I think this is them complete.
Oh, let us take a look.
Ooh, on the bases.
Oh, that base is just so good.
The moment they're on bases, they're completely different models.
And it's just the way that he's chosen to do these sort of slate rocks.
And Liederkühn there in the middle with the little bit of bone on his one piece.
Oh, has he got a bow?
No, bone down the bottom on the base.
Oh, this one. Oh, is that like an enemy bone?
Perhaps it's a little bit of leftover elk or something.
It's a feast. A feast. Oh, but look at all that gore.
Yeah, gore, bone colours, and the very, very lovely sharpened granite.
Yes, and I other than the overexposure, I think this is
Yeah.
such a beautifully done model.
I think, unfortunately,
look at
that the light has not done you favours there.
Yeah, but this fade is
Yes,
absolutely
even with
gorgeous.
even with the light on it, you can tell that's very, very nice.
Yes. Let us see what else. Oh wow. Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
This one's a bit better, like it's not so overexposed.
You can see right into his gory maw.
And you can see all the textures that you've done in the skin.
Oh, and I think that that bone is actually piercing his skin as well.
Oh,
Up
yeah,
the
yeah,
top,
it is a bone pierce. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, he's he's
okay.
trying to hang with the wrong crowd if he's getting that.
But you can see the way that the tabard looks much nicer with the
Yes.
very
Almost as dramatic as the fade into their black fists.
Oh gosh. I wonder if he did this color scheme himself, like he thought of this concept himself, or is this following like a book art or something?
I'm not sure. I've heard of followers of the Black Hand of certain.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Black Hands,
Yeah.
followers of the Black Hands.
But that's more of a fantasy thing, which I'm not certain whether Warcry follows at all. Oh, that's intense. Those
Very
bone
intense,
piercings in his
yeah.
back, kind of making
Circle of
Yeah.
some sort. Yeah, that's very intense.
it's if he was from Full Metal Alchemist, someone would alchemize him with that.
Yeah. So he seems like they've sort of pierced them into the skin
Yeah.
as a storage of their weapons, maybe to use on
Perhaps, or
maybe
perhaps it's
like
just
a ritual.
yeah, or perhaps it's just marking their kills.
Yeah. But it's just so beautifully done.
Well done, Joe.
I think there's nothing more we can say other than it's really good. Very great story and character that you've given to them. All right.
Are we up to?
It's the Skeleton Band from Larry Hassenflew. And before we go further, check the chatto. No chatto. Okay. It's Throwback Thursday again. What to do? One from the 80s and one from a few months ago. First, the Grateful Undead Ral Partha. Oh, isn't Ral Partha that very famous sculptor from back in the day? I think it's like a GW.
Henrisian could tell you for certain, but I could not.
Which I just found out is still available to purchase. Might rebuy and do it again. Dunno. But I have these guys. Very early paint job for me. More recently, the Incredible Hulk, the first figure I've done almost entirely by airbrush. Lots of room for improvement, but I'm proud of him. But I love my little all-white, non-shaded beginner bone band more. Well, I have to say, they have a lot of character.
They do.
The bone band.
When I first saw these off stream, I said that they look like something that would belong alongside the Crypt Keeper in the background.
Yeah.
But like his little cutaway joke or something like that, where there's them playing, their instruments, which are of course made out of people, or something macabre like that.
I feel like the eyes, if he's going to do this again,
Yeah.
he should make the eyes glow a bit.
Yeah, or make them like a goldy colour.
Yeah.
So that they're glowing. Yeah, like that.
And of course, like a nice proper bone and with a wash this time around. And you can have these same sort of color scheme for the little band. It's nice. And then this.
Ooh,
whoa.
He's looking almost CGI popping out of us.
Yeah, I know. It's such a big difference going from this to this. It's such an incredible transition.
It is an incredible Hulk transition.
And I think, like, for your first time with airbrush,
very good.
Very good. Like, it's the control is incredible. Like, I've been really wanting
Control is incredible.
What?
Everything is incredible for this Hulk.
Oh, yes. It's very good.
It's very
Control. Excellent control. Yes, fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr.
Control.
Fantastic. But I've always wanted to do something like this, like a airbrushed piece. I really want to try.
Yes, I would love to try out an all airbrushed piece.
Yeah.
However, I think I would be very, very underwhelmed with my efforts. But this is looking very nice.
Yes, it is looking super good, isn't it?
And
I just think you've
even
done a great
the
job.
purple's looking good.
Yeah, you can see all the different shades there.
Yeah, and the skin. And if the base is also airbrushed, that is amazing.
I'm not too sure. I think this might be the base that it comes with, but I'm not sure if he's
Perhaps.
airbrushed. I think the only thing is maybe the nails could be a little different. I'm not sure.
I think trying to airbrush nails would be a task from hell, though.
Well, he doesn't have to airbrush
Yes.
the nail,
You're
but
saying bust out a paintbrush for those finer details.
just for this finer. But this is really good stuff. Oh, look, it's got more angles.
I wonder if the Incredible Hulk bangs his little toe, whether he experiences incredible pain
he stubs
like the
his
rest
toe.
of us.
Yes, I'm very sure that's what happens in the battlefield.
Maybe that's how he rages out even more.
Yeah, stub toe on traffic
Ooh,
cone.
The yellow that's in there with the green,
The
very
highlight,
nice.
very beautiful.
His gamma powers surging from him. Oh,
Very nice.
very good, very good.
Let us move on to who am I? Who is this? Oh, this is our Member Monday post.
Yes, and we appear to be gaining more members.
Yes, and we're very happy to have. Wow, look at these, so many. Welcome everyone to WAYPN, and we hope Why does it keep doing that? Go away. Stop showing people's information, mouse. Anyway, now I have to cut my speech short because Facebook doesn't want to cooperate.
Let's take a look at Douglas's tree.
Slowly chipping away on this piece. This is one of those long-term passion projects. Ooh, there's a video.
Ooh.
Let's watch video. Where is it? Ah, got fancy.
Ooh.
I think it's like one of those shorts, right? Oh, he's showing the airbrushing.
I like how it's just fading.
Oh, look at
flash
that
cut.
flash cut.
Paper towel? Always use paper towel when airbrushing. Or if you're lazy, just use the back of your glove.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, that's like a...
Do not spray onto bare skin.
What is this? Oh my god.
It
Jeez.
is really good.
That is.
Alright.
Where did you get this model bust thing? This
Do not
concept. What? Come on. This is like one of those like
This belongs on
Zen artworks.
This belongs on a movie set somewhere.
Yeah. So it's like, this, I don't know, the kabuki, is it kabuki mask? No. It's like one of those Japanese orc
demon masks. The Oni mask.
Oni mask, and then it's like, oh, look what's going on in my mind. I'm thinking of this peaceful.
I'm thinking of nature and waterfall and owl dragon.
Owl dragon. Oh, I can't wait to see what you do with the rest of this. So I believe this is meant to be like cherry blossom.
Yes, looks very cherry blossom. And the moon.
Looks like a cookie.
The moon with the clouds.
It's a cookie.
So it's a moon cake. It's a moon cake.
It's a moon cake.
He's hungry.
Can I eat it?
Yes, he's hungry and he's thinking of nature and waterfalls.
Can I eat it?
I don't know about that.
Don't eat resin.
Shall we move on?
Let us move on from this beauty. Douglas.
Yes, you have done well, Douglas.
I desire more from you.
I would clap once more, but that would assault your ears.
And finally,
all right.
we end with Henry.
Oh, they're finally done.
Oh wait, is there more?
No,
Okay,
scroll down.
okay. They are finally all done. Just took time doing the last little details like the symbols, and I think they look pretty decent now. And of course, the last work in progress shots. There is still a few hours until we are doing our review if anyone wants to join us. Alright, everyone, keep those brushes wet. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Very
Yes.
good, especially on including the keeping the brushes wet, brother.
Yay.
We appreciate it. Now let us take a look.
Oh, look at my bias.
Oh, look at these Alpha Legion.
Yes, so these are Alpha Legion, and they are transforming into the Black Legion.
Yes.
But each of them are different traitor Legion. So this one's like Iron Warrior, the Death Guard, and this one is the Emperors, children, and other people.
Yes.
Other people I don't
My
know.
knowledge of the Chaos Space Marines is not nearly as good as my knowledge of the Loyalist Marines, so I'm not as good at picking them out. Ooh.
This is my favorite model because I love the top knot. The highlight is just so schmicko, and it just shows the transition between this to this is just so obvious, and I love that. The only commentary that I would give about this piece, unfortunately, cannot be changed, which is it needs a bit more contrast between the two sides to really show that transition, because the way that the color shift is, it seems very dark on the first bit. I do have video, but I'm afraid to put it up because it might lag everything. I've taken videos of the individual turnarounds of every one of these guys, but it shows up only in like the light, I think. What do you think?
I think, as always, what incredible basing, brother.
Ooh, yeah, look, skull boy.
Yes, skulls. Not nearly enough skulls on these models, I have to say.
Yes.
More skulls for the skull throne.
Yes. Look at the other alpha. But I will say that the one
Hydra has come up very well on all of them.
The decal really pops because of that dark color scheme. And when you look at it from this angle, it's like everything has like a little bit of color here and there. It's very nice to look at.
Everyone's wearing their flair.
Yeah, everyone's got.
They're wearing more than 15 pieces of flair. It's all looking very nice.
I love the muzzle burn.
Oh yes, the minigun. The minigun looks like it's been through the war.
I love the muzzle burn on that one. But look, the Manuggle boy.
Oh, want to do work in progress.
So this was when it was still a work in progress.
Yes.
Oh, like us. Let me just go back there. You can see the color shift.
Yes.
But we shall end it here because I know what Henry will say. Stop talking about me. Talk about other people. But since you're the last person, I can talk about it as much as I want. Ha ha.
So, shall we say the famous last words that WAYPN is known for?
Before we do, brother, we must do one more thing.
We must?
We have to refresh, but we don't have to refresh because James has already posted a new picture. So now we will talk about James's one.
Oh, how dare he?
So let us see. I think they are money bags.
Yes.
It is money.
He is a zombie.
He's got a zombie head.
What use does he have for money?
A bit too happy about this.
All he wants is brain.
Yes. Oh, and I love after he's picked out all those other details.
Yes, it's
chef's kiss.
Mwah.
Very well done,
and
James.
I like that he chose browns for it too. For
the
the
leather
straps.
pouch. Very well
Because that
done.
breaks it up very well against the black and red.
The only thing I would say is the metal could use a bit of work. I think it could.
Very dark.
Very dark for some reason. I think another coat of your lead belcher would be good.
Perhaps it's a black blade from One Piece.
Maybe. You'll have to tell us, James, if you're still on here. But yes, and that is the last of everyone's work. We will do one more refresh just to make sure.
Well, if they've posted in the last 10 minutes...
We will definitely see it. She likes to take her sweet time.
Scroll down.
And that seems to be the last one. So before we finish, brother, is there anything in the hobby realm that you think that isn't being talked about but should be talked about?
I think that certain knowledgeable people have been talking about something which really puts me off models, which is detail creep.
Detail creep. Oh no.
But yes. When I look at a Death Guard model from a base, let's call it a starter kit, and it has more than 12 things on it.
Yep.
It really doesn't incentivize me to put paint onto the model,
That's
or
fair.
even base the model.
So GW, if you are listening to this humble TV show, please,
Just tone it down just a little bit.
You can have details on a separate sprue.
Only plus minus 4 from 3. So you know, you either have 7 at most.
Well, everyone, we are very glad to have you here on WAYPN today, and thank you everyone in the community for continuing to post and being in the WAYPN spirit, because that's what community is about. And what Henry and I always say is that the community is what the people make it. It's not what the people running it do for it. Everybody else chips in. And as always, keep those brushes wet. Bye-bye. Okay, let me just go down to the last few pictures just for the people's viewerships, and if she will cooperate. But yes.
I don't think she's cooperating.
Yes, no one's cooperating today.
No.
Well, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Have a beautiful time.